Welcome back to another episode. I'm your host, Santana.
And I'm Melanie.
Thanks for joining us again.
Thanks for joining us.
Please make sure to rate and review, subscribe if you haven't. It really helps our podcast. We would appreciate it.
Would love it. Give a thumbs up, leave a comment on our YouTube. We know the YouTube people are very minimal, which is fine. Everyone loves to listen, not so much watch.
Yeah, exactly.
So we get that, but if you could just go over there and leave a comment, or just like the video. If you don't want to leave a comment, that's fine. I think that would really help us.
Yeah, run up our engagement.
Yes. And as the year is counting down, don't forget to join Fable.
Yes.
At Just One More Chapter is the book club. That's what it's called. And get on there and just get ready for the new year.
Yes.
As this episode is about reflecting this current year.
On 2024.
2024 as we get ready for the 2025 year.
It's crazy. I feel like this year just flew by for me. Like
it felt like that for me too.
That's crazy.
Like so much happened in this year.
Yeah. And I feel like as you get older too, it's just like everything goes by quickly now.
Oh yeah.
Whereas when you're younger, you're kind of like, oh, when's it gonna be Christmas, you know? Or like, you know,
I think the only thing goes by
anticipation of things, you know. But now as you're older, you're like, oh, 30 here.
Yeah, I know. It's
crazy.
Wild. So Santana, what are we going to do this episode?
So yeah, we are just going to be reflecting on our 2024 reading. I've got some questions to ask Melanie, and we'll just go over like our favorites of the year, that sort of thing.
Yeah, just kind of round out what this book club has done, the podcast, our personal like reading that we've done prior to this podcast coming along.
Yeah.
So this is just kind of a time for us to reflect, for you guys to reflect. Totally. And it'll probably be like a quick episode, but we just kind of wanted to at least have a farewell to 2024 because the last episode of this month would be a book club.
Yeah, our book club review.
Yeah.
Heartless Hunter.
So if you haven't finished it, finish it now.
Read it right now.
Read it right now. Because the book is so good.
It is good.
You're going to really enjoy the review of that book.
Definitely. Definitely. So I have a few questions for you, Melanie.
Ooh.
Which book or author stood out the most to you in 2024?
I think
they can be separate, of course. But.
The book that stand out, maybe the author, and not just because we just did, and it's for this December book club, but I would definitely say the author is Christina Cicilleri.
Oh, okay.
I definitely, she was a standout for me, even though I've only read one book from her.
Yeah.
Book is definitely Devil Knight series by Penelope Douglas. Like
that's my list.
I can't
specifically Kill Switch.
Specifically Kill Switch.
It's just like I still think about that book.
And I just read Firelight.
Did you? Was it good?
It was cute.
Yeah.
It was cute. It's a nice ending.
Just a nice little. It's a short book, right? Just a novella.
Yeah. Each chapter is like one of the boys, so it's very quick. Like you're just reading like from Kai's point of view, Michael's point of view, and when they're older and they have kids.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, I love that.
And then towards the end, or the end of the book, you go into one of the boys' perspective, like one of the children of the boys.
Oh.
Yeah, just for a quick second of like teasing you of like.
I wonder if she'll do like.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
That would be interesting to have like their kids.
Yeah, but I just feel like you would just keep redoing the same format.
Yeah, redoing the same story.
You know?
Yeah.
But it was cute. Yeah. It was cute, and it was and how all of them have children and interact, and they're still having, you know, people trying to get at them. But then you can kind of see how like their kids are getting close and they're gonna like get together. You know what I mean? They're just children right now.
The big circle.
But yeah, it was a cute ending. I definitely recommend it.
Yeah, I have to read it.
Yeah. What was your author and books?
So Kill Switch was my book, and then Penelope Douglas was my author because all the books I read by her, I loved.
Yeah.
Like I didn't read a bad one, which I think is pretty good for an author. So
and there's still
I had
more,
to give it
probably.
to her. Yeah, I haven't read all of her books, so I hope to read more next year, but we will see.
Didn't you just read one from her Penelope Douglas?
No, I haven't.
No.
I still have it on my bookshelf. It's Five Brothers. I haven't read it yet.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's like Birthday Girl. I haven't read that one yet. I need to.
That one was good.
Yeah.
What genre did you find yourself gravitating towards the most this year?
Oh, which one does it say on my Fable? One that kind of surprised me that I'm gravitating towards is more like darker.
Darker, yeah.
Like dark romance.
That was mine as well. It's dark romance.
Which
I kind of like surprised myself by, because I was like, oh, like well,
I guess like romance.
Not really. I've read mainly like thrillers before, so before this year. So I mean, they kind of have like similar vibes and like the suspense. A lot of the times, dark romance will have that suspense aspect to it. So I can see why I kind of like gravitated more towards that.
Yeah.
With the romance in it too, right? It's nice. Yeah.
I could see that. I'm definitely surprised that like dark romance was like my most read this year, because I've read lots of dystopian books, kind of fantasy.
Yeah.
Not really. So, and I was never really one for like just pure lovey-dovey. So I think it's kind of why I geared towards dark romance, because there was more than just like
it's very
cute romance.
captivating.
Yeah.
The dark romance, right?
Yeah.
Because you get like the suspense aspect in there too, right?
Yeah.
So I like that.
That was yours too, right?
Yeah, dark romance. How has your reading taste evolved over the year?
Oh, I don't know if it has.
Has it evolved really, or has it just been pretty the same?
I would have to like think deeper of like what's evolving. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of like me too. Like I went from thriller to dark romance. Is that really evolving? I don't know.
I think more evolving in terms of branching out.
Yeah, like being more open.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Reading more fantasy, trying to delve into different genres. I think that's how mine has evolved than just strictly YA.
I agree.
Novels.
Definitely. Me too. What book did you read this year that you would recommend to someone who hasn't read in a while or is in a slump?
Ooh, that's such a good question. You can answer that one first while I figure out mine. There's so many.
I would have to say, like for series, I'd have to give it to like the Devil's Night series or the Ravenhood series. And then for standalone book, I don't really know. Like it's hard. It all depends like what that person's into as well, right?
Well, because you're just going off the basis that you're hoping that they're gonna
that they'll
enjoy it because of the yours.
Exactly.
But I think for you, it would just have to be one that like you really love.
Yeah.
And then you just hope that they're gonna get them out of a slump.
Exactly.
I think it was definitely. I definitely would say the Ravenhood series because it got us out of a slump.
Yeah, and our book club really enjoyed it.
Yeah, really enjoyed it. So I definitely have to give that one. I love Devil's Night. I just know it's not for everyone.
Not for everyone, no. 100%.
So like, I don't know if that would be the book series that I would tell someone to get into because I think you just because I don't know.
It's not for everyone.
I don't know if that's
Some,
one.
weird subject matters sometimes.
I think I definitely to try and get someone out of a slump. One book that's really hard. Yeah, I think I would just say the Ravenhood series.
Yeah, that was mine as
Even
well.
if not just the series, just the first book.
Yeah.
I think that book in general could get you out of a slump.
100%.
If you're okay. Like it is slower.
Yeah.
If you're okay. If you want something like a faster pace, I'm trying to think it's like not fantasy. I'm just going to say, I guess my book's going to choose would be One Dark Window.
Okay.
I think that could get someone out of a slump.
Yeah.
Because it's very world building, expanding, and very intriguing with how that works. So I think that could get someone out of a slump.
Okay. Which book cover from this year was your favorite?
Ooh. I gotta give it to Heartless Hunter.
That's mine as well.
Yeah.
I think it's just the most pretty. And it's like well designed. Like,
yes.
It's simple, but just gorgeous at the same time. You know what I mean?
It's
like
eye-catching.
it's just eye-catching.
You're like this cool
and it's
moth.
so beautiful on a shelf.
Yes,
Yeah, I
the
love
dark
it.
blue with the moth and
Yeah.
I out of all of the book covers, I think that one is
Yeah.
like a definitely stand
It's so
out.
pretty.
So pretty.
I love it. And then I was looking at the next book, The Rebel Witch, and it's very pretty as well too.
Yeah.
It'll be nice on your shelf.
Yeah, it's definitely a book where you have to put like sideways.
Oh, definitely.
You know, to
You
really
gotta,
see
like,
it.
Stand it up.
Yeah.
Were there any reading habits that you adopted this year that you want to carry into next year?
Ooh, these are such great questions. I don't know. What?
I mean, I just feel like I'm reading more now, which I just hope to carry into. Like I read before bed every night, so
Just making that part of your routine
making
still?
that part of my routine still, and just reading when I can.
Yeah, I think that would kind of be mine too, is that just at least finding time before bed to
Yeah.
read still, because I have been on like a good reading streak
Yeah.
of consistency and getting books out. So I kind of think I hope to have a good balance of reading books and going through books so I could recommend.
Yeah, exactly.
And not kind of slow that down.
Yeah, me as well.
Yeah.
I agree. If you could live inside one book for a year, which one would it be?
Do we have to answer this question?
This one was just super random. I honestly had
cute.
a really hard time thinking of one that I would want to
Okay.
live in for a year.
Okay.
Because
okay.
I've been mainly reading like dark romances, and I don't know.
You're like thinking of like a year's worth of that?
I don't know if I'd want to live in a year in that sometimes.
Ooh, this is a good one. Like, do you go for magic? Do you go for
Yeah.
romance?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I thought it was a good one for you because you read a lot of like fantasy more than me anyways. So I was curious to say what you would think.
Ooh. Oh, that's really cool. I think I would have to give it to One Dark Window and Two Twisted
Yeah.
Crowns. I think I could live in that for a year.
Yeah. Would it be challenging, do you think? Like, would you be scared?
Well, at the end, I'm not gonna give it away, but the end, Two Twisted Crowns, ooh, they like completed something,
Yeah.
and it kind of made their life better. Is that we were to say
okay.
it? So like that would be easy
Yeah.
because it's not like they're in some high tense situation I have to be for
Yeah.
every year.
Definitely.
I could do Devil's Night series.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was
Each
like,
girl
yeah.
every couple months they switch bodies.
Switch bodies. 100%.
Just live in Halloween every night.
Exactly. I mean, it wouldn't be bad. They're all like super rich. Like,
Yeah, like if you could.
falling uncontrollably.
I couldn't pick a character
No, me
from that
neither.
series, but like if I could switch bodies with one of
Yeah, 100%.
every like couple months for the year,
Please.
I'd be down.
Thank you.
What would be yours?
Yeah, I'd have to say that.
Yeah.
Or I was thinking maybe even like Harry Potter would be pretty cool.
Oh, you can't go wrong with it.
Yeah,
like
that was like
I'm just-
living at Hogwarts for a year.
Oh my god!
Sign me up.
Please.
I think that would be so cool.
That'd be so cool.
But yeah, that was it for my question.
No, I thought they were cool. I thought they were great. Like this year was kind of the most reading I think you've ever done.
Yeah,
Right?
definitely.
And
In a year for sure.
was there a book that you wanted from 2023 to 2024? Did you have in your mind like a book that you wanted to read, and did you read it? And like if you
It's so hard to say. Like,
Yeah.
I'm very like, I'll hear about a book and then I really want to read it type of person. Like, I have so many on my TBR, but like, if I hear about a good book and then I'm like, oh, I really want to read that now, I'll just like go and read that one. You
Totally.
know what I mean?
yeah,
So,
you're not one person who has like
like, I'm not going
anticipated
through my,
read.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not like going through my list.
Yeah.
I just keep adding. Maybe that's not very productive, but you know.
kind of go with the flow.
Yeah, I just go with the flow of what
Of
I'm
what-
feeling
yeah.
that month or at that time. And, I'm a viber. I just go with the vibes.
Go with the vibes. Yeah, like I don't think I had really like an anticipation read from last year, because it was the same thing
Yeah.
for me. This is the most books I've read in like a single year.
Yeah, same.
So I think 2025 will be different, because I definitely do have anticipated
Yeah, me
reads,
too. Yeah.
which we'll go over in the first week episode of
Yes.
January. So stay tuned for that. But because the podcast started in 2024, like what are your, I guess, reflections on it so far?
I think it's been really good. It's been like encouraging me to read more and just be like more open as like a person too, like getting out of your comfort zone, which I've really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about you?
Yeah, I've just been feeling very like grateful, and I'm feeling very like proud of ourselves for
Yeah.
doing it and starting it, and really enjoying it.
Yeah, me
Right?
too.
Like
Me too.
And I'm hoping, obviously to continue to doing that, but I think it's been so much fun to chat about books and put these
Yeah.
episodes out.
I love it.
And
Just
really
being creative.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Yeah, I think it's just really rewarding that like we talked about it.
Yeah.
It didn't only took a couple months and like then we like accomplished it.
Yeah,
So that was like
exactly.
so sweet.
Totally. I love that. Love that for us.
Love that for us. And definitely we wanted to talk about like our hopes for 2025 a little bit, just to
Yeah.
kind of give like a sneak peek for the beginning. So to stick with the podcast, I think our hopes is just to continue to chat about books.
Yeah.
To continue have this community grow.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that our community on Fable grows and girls,
too.
boys, and theys and thems
Yeah.
feel more comfortable of like expressing like if you have
Yeah.
a book that you want to read in 2025 that you want us to read along with you. I would really love to have, I guess, just more of like a community and people more.
That's mine too. Just building that community and connection with people through the book club, right?
Yeah. And I think it'd be fun to, I don't know what will happen in 2025, but I think one of like the goals, or I guess two goals, is to maybe interview people.
Yeah.
Whether it's just other girls who love books, other girls who run podcasts, maybe an author. I think that would be fun.
That would be amazing.
That'd be so much fun. And then I think also some sort of like merch item. I think that'd be fun for people.
Yeah,
Like
totally.
giftware.
Yeah.
Or clothing, or who knows?
Yes.
Who knows what happens?
Yes, we shall see.
We shall see. But I think that was mine. What about
Yeah,
you?
I think so too. Yeah, just building that community and connection. And then just like encouraging those discussions too, right? It's so cool to talk about books because a lot of times you don't really have people to talk about books with. Like movies, it's pretty general. Like everyone watches movies, but yeah, not everyone reads. So I just like that you're able to do that on the book club.
Yeah.
And just even through this podcast with you, right? So fun discussing books.
It's
'cause
so fun.
They're the best stories.
They are. And I think one of the things with the podcast and the book club is that, like, you know, we talked about before in a different episode of just being kind of like a fun reader, just reading it and not really like digging deep. And I don't
Yeah.
think we're really deep.
No, definitely.
It's definitely not my personality.
No, me neither. I'm not very critical like that. Like,
No.
Yeah, I go with the vibes.
Yeah, go with the vibes. But I think doing the book review, it's
Yeah.
nice to like go through the book
Yeah,
and like
totally.
talk about it, because sometimes it just kind of goes in the ear and out the other when I'm reading.
Totally.
You know?
Oh, me too.
So
Yeah,
that's
it
been
doesn't,
fun.
Like, it's been nice to go back and revisit it. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I guess we're gonna end it.
Yeah, just a quick one.
Just a quick one. 2024 is coming to a close.
Can't
Still
believe
one more
it.
episode to listen
Yes,
to.
one more episode of the year, which will be our book review.
It's crazy. And we just want to thank you guys all for listening and watching these episodes and starting this journey with us.
Yes, coming along for the ride.
Coming along for the ride, and we really hope you continue with us into the year 2025. We would love your guys' reviews, your support.
Your
Is there
feedback.
your
Like, do you
feedback?
want to hear some more stuff from us? Do you have books you want us to read and review? Like, let us know.
Yeah, any episodes of things that are book related, like please send us a message
Yeah.
on our Instagram. Let us know. Your feedback is only going to benefit us, but also benefit you as listeners
Yeah.
who love to listen and watch us.
Exactly.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening, and we'll catch you guys later.
Bye.